Welcome, West Michigan, to A&E. We are back. We are actually here at the Martin Luther Church, and this is with the, I hope I'm going to get this right, the Muskegon Chapter Barbershop Harmony. Did I get that right?
Barbershop Harmony Society.
Society, okay. And this is Nels, right?
Correct, Nels Carlson.
Nels Carlson. And Nels, give us your title.
My title is Vice President of Youth and Harmony. We put on the Rockin' Barbershop show and get kids involved from the area.
We're going to talk about the Rockin' Barbershop show in a minute, but I would like you first, if you would, to give us a little bit of background on what the Barbershop Society is, basically. What is this? What do you...
The Barbershop Society is an international organization that it was started here in the U.S., so barbershopping is a U.S. product, you know. So, but it's an international organization that is four-part a cappella singing. That's what we emphasize, and of course it's a special kind of chord arrangements, which I'm not going to get into because I'm not a good musician. So, but it's a fantastic art. It's close four-part harmony. Okay.
Tell me a little bit about who participates. Can anyone participate? Do you have to audition? Is it guys? Is it just guys?
Our group is just guys, but there is a Sweet Adeline's group too, and they're in Grand Haven, okay? But, so anybody can participate. They just have to want to have fun. They are going to be taught barbershop singing. I don't care if they haven't sung barbershop before, they can come in and join us. And we have some good people that will teach them how to sing barbershop.
Okay. Tell me what the age range is in your group.
Oh boy, that's good. I know the oldest one is 96 years old. Okay. And the youngest is probably about 40 years old. Okay. And then we've got some younger ones. We got some teenagers that are in high school that come in and join us at times.
Really?
And we got a lot of college students that are in barbershop now too.
So how many members are in the actual group that meets here?
That's a good question. I think it's about 30 members that are actually signed up members, and there's about 20 that are real active.
That comprise the Muskegon chapter?
That's the Muskegon chapter.
Okay, how many chapters are there around here? Is there
we have one in Grand Rapids, we have one in Holland, Lansing, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, then you go north from there. So I think there's about 15 or 20, in fact 29 chapters in Michigan.
Now,
and we're part of the Pioneer District.
You mentioned how there typically, it's like 40 and up that are here and that you do have young ones participate, but do the young ones have a special group of their own, or do they just all join together?
In fact, that's a good question. Individual chapters have some young students into it, okay? But we just started a statewide youth chorus. Okay. And that's just getting off the ground. We have about 20 members in it now. They're going to be performing the first time this week at a convention here in Grand Rapids. So we're trying to get youth involved. When we started this program about 4 years ago, I was thinking that we'd be really lucky and happy if we got 40 to 50 kids involved, and now we're getting about 150 to 200 kids involved every year.
Quadrupling it. So, that's amazing.
In the Muskegon area. So
that's amazing. Now, you had mentioned that anyone can really be involved, right?
Anybody can be involved.
But the question that I have is, people are obviously going to have, you know, a variety of skills. You know, the skill level is going to be different.
Absolutely.
So say that do you have like groups that you do audition for where maybe the more vocally skilled would participate in, like small quartets and such that perform it at functions as opposed to the whole crew?
Absolutely. We've got several quartets that, you know, for instance, a person like me that came in that's never sang in a barbershop group before, you know, I still sing with the chorus. I get a lot of coaching. But we have quartets that have gotten better, and so that they broke off into four-man groups, you know, where you got all four parts. And that's what you heard singing when you walked in the door. There's one of the quartets that's practicing now.
Wonderful.
And so you can develop your skills all the way up to competing for the state competition, and then all the way to international. I went to the international show this year, or competition this year, and it's phenomenal. You know?
So what type of shows, I know we're going to talk about one in particular in a minute, but like for the chorus itself, the full chorus, does the full chorus participate in many shows, or do you guys just get together and practice and then the quartets go out and do shows? How does that work?
The quartets do shows, but we do them also. We perform at nursing homes, we perform at a lot of different functions for the military. There's just a lot of different functions that we go out and perform for. We also put on another show every year. We put on Christmas programs. And we can do shows for anybody. You know,
like on Valentine's Day and Sweetest Day, when people call and they get the quartets to come in and serenade. That's the quartets, right?
That's the quartets.
That do that.
They just call, they get it booked in when they want it, and there's a fee for it.
Okay.
But it's a reasonable fee, and they'll usually get a rose and a picture taken.
That's
and
awesome.
some song sung to them.
Now, speaking of fees, does it cost anything to become a member?
There's a yearly membership fee, but it's something like $110 a year, and that's pretty cheap, And then, some of us donate on a weekly basis because we can. Some of those that can't, they don't. And so it's a minimum cost.
So this is a nonprofit group, right?
It's a nonprofit group.
Fantastic. And can you give me the mission, the actual technical mission?
The technical mission of
is there like a mission
part?
statement for the Barbershop Society?
For this chapter, there's a mission statement.
Okay, what is
There's a mission statement for the international too, which I don't remember. But
what is your mission?
The mission, and I won't be able to repeat it word for word, but the
just
mission
the gist of it.
The general thing is to keep America singing.
That's cool.
But we also have a youth mission statement, which is the mission statement is basically saying we're going to get as many kids in the area involved into barbershop singing as we can.
That's amazing.
To teach them and keep our art form going.
That's excellent.